Today I'm going to be showing you how to mix acrylic paint effectively. You're going to need to use a small amount of water on your brush first. This will help the acrylic be able to be spread further. Although don't add too much, otherwise it can become too thin and create more of a wash. With acrylic paint, it's very important that you mix your paints in a separate mixing palette by scooping two colours into another palette and mixing them. To create a darker tone, you need to add a tiny bit of black. The more black you add, the darker the colour will be. But be careful because the black is very strong and can change your colour immediately. So just mix a small amount first and then build it up. If you want to make your colour lighter, of course, you will need to add white. Here you can see that I've filled in the white first and I went around it with the red after it had dried. That's very important, otherwise the two colours will blend together, which would make pink. And you want really defined lines. So you can move all over your painting and paint parts at different times so that they are dry. This part, however, you can see that I am blending. This is a different effect and you will need to paint on top of wet paint. Here I've got one brush with white and one brush with black, and I blend them on top at the same time to make sure that the paint blends on the paper to create these different tones. It's very important that you continue to wash your brush. Also, a top tip, make sure your water is always clean. When using black, the water can really change your colours in your palette very quickly, so keep that bucket filled up. Here you can see I'm adding some shadows. Don't worry too much about being too precise. Here I'm showing you how to paint a gradient. Use one brush with one colour and another brush with another colour and blend the two together. You can do this with a clean wet brush or you can work into it with the lighter colour. Here you can see I'm working into the blue with yellow to create green. Choose two colours that mix together. For the small details, you might need to change your brush. Be very careful and go very slowly. If you don't have a small brush, feel free to use a marker or leave it out. Add the small details at the end. Here is the final painting. Good luck!